Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to look at the overbought and oversold stocks that you should be paying attention to for the upcoming week. Last week was Thanksgiving, so it was a short trading week, but there was a huge drop in the SPY, as you can see from the chart on the screen. We were down 2.2%. They said it was the worst trading day of the year. This is based on a number of different factors, but there's new variant coming out of South Africa that people are worried about. There's something called tax loss harvesting, where basically if you're down in a stock really big, you sell it, and then within 30 days or after 30 days, you can buy back into it. So there are some people at the end of the year taking losses, so that drops the market too. Tech stocks, Apple, Amazon, they've all been going crazy, and I think there's kind of just a general looking for a reason to sell off, and they got one. So a bunch of different things going on. But with that being said, let's look at some of the stocks that we can look at for next week. We're going to start with the overbought ones because, to be honest, there isn't a lot. CocaCola, this is one that I found. As you can see, it's gone crazy recently. On the RSI, it's up to insane levels. I don't believe that it'll maintain this. So I personally don't short anything, but if you do short stocks, maybe this is one to look at. As you see, just went nuts. So Coke could be one of them. The next one we're going to look at here is Cars.com. So that went crazy too, straight up. You may want to give this a day or two just to see if it consolidates before dropping down. But I really don't see any reason why it would have gone up so sharply. But so that could be another consideration. The last one here is Vonage, so a telephone company. They went crazy too. Again, I don't believe that anything fundamentally changed, so this could come back down quickly. That's just one to look at. But now, let's look at the oversold ones. These are a lot more interesting. These would be considered buys, in my opinion. American Airlines, big drop, down 8.7% on the last trading day. Looks good on the RSI, but the only thing that worries me a little bit is if you look at the MACD, it still looks like it could fall a little bit more. So perhaps you want to give it a day or two just to see where that's going to go. I think that with the COVID scares and everything, travel is going to take a hit for the next couple of days. But if you're looking long term, maybe now be a consideration on time to buy. So American Airlines is one to look at. Another one is everybody's favorite, Alibaba. Just continues to fall to China play. So China stocks have been hit really hard recently. It looks like it was consolidating a little bit, but maybe you want to give this a day or two. It looks like it's trying to curl, but I would watch it. Now we're at huge discounted levels on where it's been traded over the last year. So maybe now would be a good time to start building a position into Alibaba. Another one that if you're looking long term, Beyond Meat, that's been trading off, been trading down for a little bit, but looks like it's kind of consolidating here, trying to work its way back up. Still very, very oversold on the RSI. MACD, like I said, looks like it's curling up a little bit. You see that we've had some consolidation over the past couple of days. So maybe you would consider buying it at this point. I think long term, Beyond Meat is a good company, but you have to get it at the right time. Continue to dollar cost average. So Beyond Meat is one that I'm looking at. I do have a position. I'll continue to build it out. Carnival Cruise Lines, another one very similar to American Airlines. The travel stocks that all got hit because of the COVID scare, the overall general market scare. I started to build a position late last week on this. I will continue. You see on the RSI, it's very oversold. On the MACD, it looks like it's trending downwards, so I will continue to purchase as the price drops. This will be a long-term hold for me. Corsair Gaming, again, overbought, trending downwards. I think this could be a good company in the future. If you're looking 5 years out or so, I think that with the gaming industry growing. This might be another stock worth watching. Next one up on the list is Dropbox. Dropbox was a really big winner for me early this year, and it just kind of dropped off, no pun intended. Very, very oversold on the RSI. MACD looks like it's trying to come back up, but that was a big fall. So I think this is a good price if you're looking to get into Dropbox. One of my accounts I sold, and before it dropped off, thankfully. And in another account, I've been growing my position in Dropbox, so I'm going to keep an eye on Dropbox. Disney kind of falls into the whole travel situation with the scares the new variant out there. This is a big company, and it's pretty safe in general if you have a longer time horizon. So I started to pick up shares. It could continue to fall, but I think that if it follows the overall market, so I think that in the long term, this is a safe stock. I started to accumulate, but if you want to wait a little bit, it looks like it could continue to fall. eBond, this is one that not a lot of people talk about. This is a company called eBang. It's a Chinese company, so right off the bat, that doesn't help it, but it does a lot for blockchain and Bitcoin and mining, and I think there's a lot of promise in the future. Obviously, it's very volatile. You can see earlier this year, and then last year, it just kind of spikes everywhere. I've been continuing to accumulate shares as it trades sideways. Considering that this is a China stock, I know it's not very well known, but considering it's a China stock and it hasn't completely dumped as Baidu and Alibaba and some other Chinese stocks, I think that's a good sign. I think that long term, this might be a good company. I'd like to see it go back to around here, $12 to $10 range. It was there, so I think that there's a possibility that it gets back there in the near term future. But again, you want to do your own due diligence. I continue to buy shares though. eBond. Another one to look at here is PayPal. So PayPal has been falling recently. I've been accumulating shares. I think that they do some good work with crypto, and I don't see online payment processors going away anytime soon. And PayPal is one of the bigger ones, obviously, so I think that they're just going through a bit of a rough patch. They've reached levels that we haven't seen since back November of last year. So I think that now might be a good time to buy, but that's just me. I continue to purchase. Another one up here. This kind of follows the overall trend. Royal Caribbean, again, travel stocks getting badly damaged. This one's reached an interesting level because this is a major support level. I mean, you can see how many times it's hit this level back over here in July of this year, and then it was kind of riding around this in January of this year, then back over here in September last year, even as far back over here summer last year. So this is a very interesting point of the charts that we want to see if it kind of consolidates here and makes its way back upwards. Overall, the stock is, you can see it's kind of been within a sideways range, but this might not be a bad play. At least we can get back to $96. That offers a good upside. So I would watch it for the next couple of days and see what it does, because this is a big fall. See how the overall market reacts come Monday, but I think this might be one worth looking at. Next one up here is Twitter. Twitter has been trading downwards. Again, this is kind of an important level here. This 50 to 45-ish range. This is an interesting level. Looks like it's trying to consolidate, but I think Twitter is another good company. I always focus on the future, and they are doing some stuff with NFTs and crypto, and so I think that Twitter is going to stand the test of time. Might not be as popular as like Instagram or Facebook, but I like Twitter, so I've been accumulating shares on this drop. And the last one that we're going to look at here is Upwork. Been trading sideways recently. This is another big winner of the pandemic area. I think that if we do start talking more about pandemic conditions and lockdowns, and I think that the stay-at-home work stocks, which Upwork is considered one of them, might do very well. So there was a drop, and I think we can see this start to move back upwards. I would keep an eye on it next couple of days. But anyway, guys, those are the ones that I'm looking at. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Is there any that I missed? Is there any thoughts that you guys have? Is there any other stocks you want me to look at? Let me know, and we will see you on the next one.